Hello everybody, my name's Ryan and I'm a driving instructor. Today, the A1 Upgrade. So the A1 Upgrade, this is the specific Morpeth to Ellingham Upgrade. I'm going to put a load of stuff over here about what's happened in the last sort of week or so. This is also consultation plans that go back like 10 years, sometimes even further. This is a 30-year upgrade in the making. But before we go further, why not subscribe? Nearly at 1,000. If I haven't already done it, great. If I've got to 1,000, yeah, subscribe, comment, like, tell us what you think. So this A1 Upgrade has been on the cards for 30 years, and I've got a pupil that lives in Felton, which is on part of this upgrade. When it gets busy, all of the cars tend to go through Felton and basically make the biggest gridlock you've ever seen in your life, especially on bank holidays. As a general election is coming, they decided to sign off on a load of construction projects. One of which was the A1 Upgrade. It's brilliant news for anybody using that section going up to Alnwick, Scotland, Berwick, anyway. It's also useful for people coming south, of course. But the major thing about that road is it's constantly blocked. A lot of the right turns are going to be effectively eliminated through grade segregated junctions. I'm not quite sure how they're going to do that, but apparently they are. There was lots of plans in the document from 2017 about this and how they might go about it. But because we're about to go into a general election, they've literally just signed off on it. They've agreed in principle to start this work. I'm given a budget, haven't given a time frame. But that's great news for this levelling up. I think we've always wanted this. Even the people that are environmentalists and say we don't think you should build on green site, they actually wanted this as well. They wanted this infrastructure improvement to improve transportation. Part of that plan was also to include the Northumbria line and the railway line, and also potentially upgrade sections of the East Coast Main Line in the area, mainly through Washington in Tyne and Wear. And there's lots of that upgrade element of saying, yeah, this isn't suitable anymore. Why is there a dirty great big motorway on the west coast and literally nothing on the east? So they're finally going to do it eventually. It might be traffic chaos for about 3 years, they reckon, maybe starting next year, maybe the year after. I've got a feeling what they'll probably do is they'll wait for the end of the 4-lane, 3-lane thing over at the Angel on the south bit of Gateshead, the A1 Upgrade there. That's been a mammoth task. They've found all sorts of things wrong with the road. They found all sorts of sinkholes and voids and all sorts of things in that construction project. From an engineering point of view, which I've been following it, I haven't driven on it for a bit, but I've been following it from an engineering point of view, and it looked like they were very entertained for a very long time. That's the only way I can put it. And if there's any engineers on there that watch that sort of thing or have been following it, they'll probably agree with me. Hasn't it been entertaining? It certainly kept you busy for the best part of 4.5 years. You can't criticise the amount of time some of these projects take. They just take time. Didn't matter if you stuck 20,000 people, 30,000 people on the job, it's still going to take that time. With regards to the Northumbria line upgrade, the 1061 flyover at Newsham is more or less going to be completed in the next few days. Anybody with a driving test at Blyth needs to make themselves aware. I'll pop a video on when the road gets changed to when we use the flyover. It could be as early as I've heard on the grapevine. It could be as early as next Monday. which is like the 3rd of June or something. Is it the 3rd of June? Somebody will correct me, no doubt. It's going to be very interesting for this region if all these upgrades are all coming online. So the Gateshead Angel upgrade to be completed 2025, about summertime maybe. So I reckon that's when they'll start the A1 upgrade, all fully segregated, nice, neat roads, make a massive difference. It's made a massive difference just putting the Morpeth Northern Bypass in 2019, 2020 when they finished that. That was a big upgrade, especially for the grade segregation for that junction. That was a massive thing for the A1. There were so many people crossing on the right and crossing on the left and making so many mistakes. There was a lot of accidents in and around Stannerton Station, that area, because they were turning right. That's all been eliminated due to new junctions going in there. So hopefully this will massively improve not only travel time, but also it'll reduce pollution, because you haven't got cars sat doing 20 all the time up this 20 odd mile road, 20 kilometers. I'm not so sure. It'll tell you in there, wherever it was. It's a great thing for our region, but should it have already happened? When they were building that road, should that have already happened? At Felton, when the man was building his bridge and his foundations, should they have just said, you know what, we're going to continue the road south of here at the cost of 10 million quid back in the 90s or the 70s or whenever they built it? I'm not really all that bothered. When they built that road, and you know what, should we continue all the way down to Morpeth? Or they were at Alnwick and putting the Alnwick bypass in and saying, should we continue all the way up? They built a lovely straight road straight after Alnwick, and you just think they're missing a couple of carriageways. Why didn't they build it? Maybe they missed an opportunity back then. Back in 2017, they said that the upgrade cost is about, 260 mil, something like that. I expect that to be quite a lot more. I think it's likely to be 600 million, maybe more now. Why is it doubled in 7 years? Well, rip off Britain again, isn't it? Britain's a bit of a rip off at the minute. I think people are starting to realise that. I think that's why prices have gone crazy. Funny enough, I put a video up of driving around, and some people watched it. It got about 1,000 views, that video. And one of the bits of that video, they go past a petrol station. Now, this was in 2012. We go past a petrol station. The cost of the petrol on the sign was 140.9. Literally, the Asda that's behind me is 146.7. So it hasn't changed that much. Even the dear one up the road on 150. So it's only gone 10 pence in 12 years. That's nothing. So why is everything else so expensive? Why is inflation gone nuts? Allegedly, we're out of a recession. Maybe this road project will cost less? Don't know. Tell us what you think. Put a comment on, put a like on. This isn't a particularly long video. This is just, well, hey, they finally agreed that they're going to upgrade the A1. Brilliant. That's all we wanted, wasn't it? An upgrade. If you like what you saw today, like, comment, subscribe, it's free. If you want to become a member, become a member. When I get to 1,000, some slightly small changes, maybe in video quality. This one's recorded on my Galaxy S24 Ultra, so it's like 60 frames a second, 4K. I record it at. When I upload it, I try and upload it at 4K. Whether YouTube plays it back in 4K will depend on your TV or your phone settings. I don't really know. The camera I've got is a 1080p, so it's only outputting low. But if I try and download those files, I know they're only coming out 720, so the resolution's affected a little bit. So camera upgrade coming, and possibility of a MOT video coming for this car because it's due an MOT. Depends on what happens. I might not be able to do that one because of data protection. Also, there's a change in the DVSA itself. Big change with the DVSA is that they are looking to appoint more driving instructors again soon, because they found that the approved driving instructor training process, assessments and examination. So that's like part 2, which is driving test, and part 3, standard check, and those sort of things are not happening as frequently as what they would like, and they would like more of them. Now there's 41,000-ish driving instructors, and they want every single driving instructor to do at least one standard check at least every 2 years. So what happened to the stats? But anyway, I digress. This is the feeling in what's been announced. So big changes, probably because there's a new government coming. Yeah, new government could massively influence the DVSA to a point where somebody might actually kick their ass for once and start putting more tests on. I'm getting August, so probably about 10 weeks away for a driving test in Blythe. That's way over their 4 to 6 week estimate. So yeah, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to become a member, see the content early. I hope that you enjoy your weekend. Bye for now. Well, hey, they've done it. They've finally done it. Well, hey, they've done it. They finally agreed that they're going to put some, yeah. And also there's going to be some slightly smaller changes, not to the videos. What the hell? What's up here? Is it too hot? Got to be some slightly small change when I get to 1,000. Some slightly